So, Master's here, huh? Well, that makes things more interesting. Alright, I'll tell a story. It won't be as interesting as Alisons usually are, but it'll be interesting. So here I was riding my bike through the desert, and a bullet whizzed right past my face, carving a cut on it. Fortunately, I have a very rapid pace of regeneration, so it healed quite fast. But I noticed where the bullet came from. It came from a hole in the mountainside. I saw a glint in the scope, and I knew who it was. He's tried to kill me before, and he succeeded once, but I came back. Now, if you understand how this works, a ghost rider practically can't die unless it's by another demonic spirit, right, Master? That's right. Well, you see, this assassin wasn't entirely human either. He was a demon himself, using some kind of special weaponry that shot kinetic rounds at an unnatural speed and distance that never misses their target. And he is precise on his shots. He never misses. But he missed this time. He must have been shocked to see that I was back, and he wanted to get rid of me as soon as possible. I see. So in other words, he tried to snipe you in the head while you're riding your bike through the desert, but unintentionally missed. Yeah, pretty much. That sums it about up. What'd you do after that? Hid in the cave for about 4 days and we were on low on supplies, so I had to go out to an oasis to get some water. I see. And he shot the water. No, he just shot my flask out of my hand, completely destroying it, in fact. Oh. Yeah. So I had to skedaddle back to my cave. But unfortunately for me, he had a heat-seeking thermal scope. He could see me through the cave. He's been watching me for 4.5 days, waiting for me to come out. What he didn't know is I was crafting my own demonic weapon. One that will get rid of him for sure. Quick question on the sidebar. What's up? Do you know his name? You know too? That explains it. What do you mean? I just so happen to have a copy of his image and form. Would you like to get some words to him? Not on video, but maybe later. Alright. For now though, I'll let Allison talk. She looks eager to talk. Well, it's not really all that interesting like hers was, but Go ahead, Allison. Alright, well, I was walking through the city one day. Wait, it wasn't a port? No, it was a city. I was walking through the city one day on the sidewalk, enjoying the breeze and the sounds of the city. And I bumped into a sign nodding my forehead. It healed quickly, of course. But when I did that, a young man about in his teenage years happened to come by and ask if I was okay, which shocked me. He asked again and I said, sorry. No one's ever been nice to me. Yeah, I'm fine. He offered to take me out to a cafe and I said, no, I'd rather not. It's for the best, but thank you. And I continued to walk and walk and walk until I ended up on the port side of town. Oh boy. Yeah, you can see where this is going, Master. And when I ended up on the port side of town, that's when things got pretty bad. Pretty bad? You mean like usual? Polluted water, shark fin soup. Oh, the shark fin soup was definitely there. The polluted water wasn't as bad as San Francisco. But I mean, it was pretty bad. I stopped by the fish market and I was infuriated when I saw more fish. No fish. And I looked out in the ocean. No fishing trolleys, no fishing boats. I looked at the beach. No fishing poles, no fishermen. Huh. In fact, the place seemed to be completely abandoned. What? Yeah. It was just the wind and an occasional shark jumping up to eat his fish. So I swam into the water and talked to the shark that was eating the fish. He said the place has been abandoned for about 3 months. And the food supply was running short. That's a problem. Yeah. And at the time, I just so happened to have a sack of salmon right next to me. So I dumped that into the ocean and said, here, this will keep you satisfied for a few weeks. He thanked me and ate a few and then swam away. I paid no mind to it. But what I didn't know was that shark is the reason behind the abandonment of the port. They captured him on a fishing trolley and tried to make shark fin soup out of him. But he fought back and killed everyone on the fishing trolley, including the captain, and then jumped back in the water. Into the water. Ever since the people of the port saw that, they ran for their lives and never returned. That was 3 months ago. How did I find this out? He told me. I of course scolded him and told him that he shouldn't kill humans unless the humans were trying to kill him. which they were, but not in the sense that I was referring to. My blood was boiling at this shark, and I just dumped my only bag of salmon down to him. So I turned into my shark form and ate all the salmon, and bolted after that shark. Having his scent already, I knew where he'd be. This was a bad shark, a nasty shark. And where I ended up, oh, I wish I hadn't. It was a very nasty place. One I wish I had never gone to. Worse than all the ports I've been to combined. Not only was the water polluted very badly, there was blood everywhere. Human bodies, fish corpses torn open. I couldn't help but feel envy towards these people and pity. So I gathered the strength and took on the size of my true form. That shark bolted out of there as soon as he saw my true form, but he was no match for my speed. I devoured him, crunching his head off last. But before I did, he promised he would never kill another being again. And I said, darn right you won't. You see, this is the legend of the killer shark of Jaws reincarnated. Nobody should have been it. I'm glad there were no divers at the time, because if they would have saw that, they would have been shark meat. They're lucky I would happen to be down there at the time. They're lucky I happened to be down there at the time. But my blood was still boiling at the empty fish market, the abandoned streets, the abandoned stores, the abandoned shops, everything. When I landed back onto the concrete of the ground, I kicked something. A police whistle. Like one from the 1980s era. So I picked it up, examined it for any uses, which it had none, and I blew into it as hard as I could, and boy did the villagers come rushing back. They thanked me one by one, giving me gifts of fish and other stuff. Free coupons into the hotels and the aquariums. It wasn't necessary for them to do that. I was just doing what any other being would do in that situation. And what do I get out of it? A bunch of useless gifts. I had no interest in going to the hotel. I had no interest in going into the aquariums anymore. Because every time I went in, I got kicked out with a boot. I had no interest in going to the fish market anymore after what I saw. I was so pissed off that I just dropped everything they were giving me and ran into the darkness of the night. Some of them tried to chase me down, but couldn't find me. That's because I was already headed home. What do you think, Master? Well, you did save many lives that day. I am proud of you. You did a good thing, Allison. But at the same time, you offended all of those villagers by dropping what they gave you and running away. That was a very cowardly thing to do, but also it was a right choice. If you had no interest in going to any place they were giving you tickets to, that's your choice. And you're no coward. And I am very proud of you. Thank you, Master Choci. I'm just trying to be nice. Alright, girls, you two have fun. I'm going to bed. It is now 1:03 in the morning, and I have sleep to catch up to. Today's Sunday, so there's no mail, but maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. Definitely Tuesday. That item will be here. You may see more of me, you may hear less of me. It all depends on how much fun I have with it. But like I said earlier, do try to get along. And Alice, if she has to call Lucifer again, there's nothing I can do except call the heir to Lucifer. You mean? Yes, Draco. But that's all I can do. So try to keep your temper with it, Ghost Rider, alright? Yeah. And you, Ghost Rider. Oh. You told an amazing story too, though unfinished. It was still amazing. Just like you. I am pretty amazing, aren't I? Yes, you are. Now, you need to think of a name for your subscribers when they start subscribing. What do you mean? Well, let's think of Hololive. Calliope Mori has deadbeats. She's a reaper. True. Gargora has shrimp. True. Amelia Watson has investigators. True. are you gonna come up with overnight? Surprise me. I'll talk to you gals later. Sweet dreams. Master sure is a kind-hearted soul, don't you think, Ghost Rider? You were about to call me Alice, weren't you? Since when did you figure out my real name? Just a bit ago. Stick with Ghost Rider. Yeah, he is a sweetheart. He's a kind soul with a gentle heart. I appreciate everything he does for us. He's taking care of us. He's given us chances to tell our stories. He's truly a sweet person. And I appreciate him for that. I would never hurt him. And I would never defy him. No matter what. But you? Well, Master really, it's like you said, he's a really sweet person. He's got a kind heart and an innocent soul. But it's like you said, you need to come up with a name for your subscribers if you're gonna become popular. Have you come up with one? I've come up with a hypothetical theory for one, but I'm not sure if it'll stick. What is it? Dead skulls. Dead skulls. It's not bad. You have another? Ghost skulls. Ghost skulls is even better. Ghost skulls will stick. You're an idol on his channel and now you know. I am. View his profile on YouTube. He's taken a liking to you, Ghost Rider. So much so that he's changed from NO2 all the way up to you. You should be grateful. Let me check. Still says NO2 the sniper. Reload the page. Ghost Rider. You know what really ticks me off? And he's put your funniest video first. And it's even used my picture as a thumbnail. And and his profile picture. That's right. He really has taken a shine to me. Maybe I will become a celebrity or an idol. Hopefully. One day. You will. I have faith. We just keep doing what we're doing and telling our stories. And eventually start playing games and watching movies. And I'm sure it'll all turn out fine. I'm sure you're right. And I won't be the only celebrity here. It'll be all of you as well. What makes you say that? You're all a great help in making these videos. I couldn't possibly be the only celebrity here. That's right. Master. Just call me chocisprinkles, or just choci. Okay, choci. What do you mean by that? You all tell such wonderful stories. Allison, you tell the best, most funniest stories. Ghost Rider, you tell the most interesting and beast stories I've heard. And now, as for the rest of them, they tell some great stories too. Like your sister, Allison. Violet. Now what about her? She has some pretty interesting stories herself. She's young, but she's slowly getting up to you. You're right. She is. Of course she is. Of course I am. And as for you, Ghost Rider, you've got quite a few followers now. What do you mean? Don't be silly. I'm gonna create you a Twitch page. And I'll link it in the description below. For all the viewers to view and follow you. You mean? Yep. It's like Allison said. I've taken a shine to you. You're interesting. There's no denying that. And it's not just that you're interesting. You're pretty cool. I like the way you speak. I like the way you work. I like your stories. Are you saying like war? Of course I do. What is someone who's been playing war games all her life would like other than that? I see. I'll keep working hard, Master. As will I. All of you keep working hard. And make this channel popular. As for you viewers, I hope you watch this video all the way till the end, even up to this point, and hear what I have to say to these two. Because it's a very important message, just as I have for you. If you enjoy this video, and you enjoy the others, please consider subscribing and commenting nicely. Even if it's not nicely, I'll still accept it. A comment is a comment. And I will not say anything harsh or rude back, if it is harsh. But now that you see, we all have our stories here. We all have our moments. Allison's blood pressure gets risen very easily when she's in a harsh environment. But that's what makes her stories so interesting and funny. So as a bonus gift for today's video, I am going to post another video done by Allison, but it's cut. So it's just the funny part of one of her videos. And I hope you enjoy it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy! And be sure to become one of Ghost Rider's first ghost goals. See you soon. Later. Later. Bye.